What if I told you that some of the healthy vegetables in your refrigerator might be the very reason you're experiencing joint pain, brain fog, or decreased mobility? As we age, our bodies process certain plant compounds differently, and research from the Journal of Gerontology has identified specific vegetables that can trigger inflammatory responses in adults over 60. Today, I'm sharing which vegetables seniors should avoid, plus alternatives containing compounds that support aging bodies. These alternatives provide powerful benefits for maintaining your independence longer. I'll show you which foods could be silently affecting your health and which ones might help you stay active and mobile in the years ahead. White potatoes, the blood sugar disruptor. Picture sitting down to a Sunday dinner, the table set with your favorite comfort foods from childhood. There at the center sits a heaping bowl of creamy mashed potatoes, a staple that's been part of your meals for decades. They look harmless enough, familiar, comforting, and traditional. But for seniors, these white potatoes may be silently undermining your health and mobility. White potatoes contain a type of starch that your body processes differently than other vegetables. When you eat them, they rapidly break down into simple sugars, sending your blood glucose levels soaring. This happens because white potatoes have a high glycemic index, ranking between 80 and 90 on the scale, placing them among foods causing the sharpest blood sugar spikes. These sudden elevations trigger inflammatory responses throughout your body. Your blood vessels become inflamed, particularly the smaller vessels responsible for circulation to your extremities. For adults over 60, this process is especially problematic because aging blood vessels are already less flexible and more vulnerable to damage. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old who prided herself on her independence. After a holiday dinner featuring her favorite garlic mashed potatoes, she got up from the couch and suddenly lost her balance, resulting in a hip fracture that required months of rehabilitation. Her doctor later explained how her potato-heavy meal likely contributed to temporary circulation issues affecting her stability. The inflammation from high glycemic foods directly impacts circulation to your legs and feet. Poor circulation creates a domino effect of symptoms many seniors dismiss as normal aging: chronically cold feet, nighttime leg cramps, and reduced sensory feedback from your feet. This diminished sensation means your brain receives less information about your foot position when walking or standing. When your brain can't accurately sense where your feet are positioned, your fall risk increases dramatically. Falls remain the #1 cause of serious injuries among seniors, with over 3 million older adults treated in emergency rooms annually. Making matters worse are typical preparation methods. Mashed potatoes often include butter, cream, and salt, ingredients that compound the negative effects. The added saturated fats promote inflammation, while salt can raise blood pressure, putting additional stress on compromised blood vessels. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 2,400 older adults for 5 years and found that those with diets high in high glycemic foods like white potatoes showed measurably reduced leg muscle strength. This decline accelerated over time, creating a compound effect that became more pronounced with continued consumption. Eliminating white potatoes from your diet could be one of the simplest yet effective steps to protect your mobility. This change helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation to your extremities, leading to better sensory feedback, stronger muscles, and fewer falls. But what if you could still enjoy the satisfying texture and comfort of potatoes without the blood sugar chaos? In the next segment, I'll reveal a delicious alternative that might just revolutionize your dinner plate while protecting your independence. Eggplant, the joint troublemaker. With its rich purple skin and glossy appearance, eggplant certainly looks like a nutritious choice for your dinner table. This attractive vegetable appears in many healthy Mediterranean recipes, giving little indication of the potential problems it might cause, particularly for seniors. But beneath that appealing exterior lies a hidden concern that deserves serious attention. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family of plants, which produce a natural chemical called solanine. This compound serves as the plant's natural defense system against insects and disease. While younger bodies might process solanine without noticeable effects, this substance can become problematic as we age, especially for those over 60. When seniors consume eggplant, solanine triggers low-grade inflammation throughout the body. This inflammation is much like a slow leak in a tire, barely noticeable at first, but over time, causing significant performance issues. Your knees, hips, and hands, joints critical for maintaining independence, gradually lose function as inflammation accumulates. For those experiencing this response, mobility becomes compromised. Knee joints stiffen, making stairs challenging. Hip inflammation alters walking patterns, reducing stability. Hand joints, when affected, make gripping and fine motor control difficult, impacting everything from opening medicine bottles to holding utensils. This joint inflammation directly impacts stability and coordination. The nerve signals that help your brain understand where your body is positioned become less accurate. This reduced proprioception makes maintaining balance more difficult, especially on uneven surfaces or when changing positions. As mobility challenges increase, activity levels often decrease. You might avoid your neighborhood walk because of knee pain. Family gatherings might become less appealing if standing causes discomfort. This gradual reduction in activity often leads to social withdrawal, further affecting quality of life. Many seniors believe cooking eggplant thoroughly eliminates potential problems. However, solanine remains active regardless of preparation method. Whether roasted, grilled, or stewed in ratatouille, the inflammatory potential persists. The aging body's shifting immune system tends toward a more pro-inflammatory state, making reactions to substances like solanine more pronounced. A vegetable that caused no issues in earlier decades may now significantly impact joint health with regular consumption. Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother, provides a compelling example. After struggling with progressive knee stiffness for months, her doctor suggested eliminating nightshades. Within 3 weeks of removing eggplant from my diet, I noticed I could climb my porch steps without holding the railing, she reports. It was such a simple change with remarkable results. By removing eggplant from your diet, you reduce unnecessary inflammation triggers, potentially improving joint comfort and mobility. This dietary change could help preserve the freedom of movement essential to maintaining independence. For many seniors, eliminating this one vegetable leads to noticeable improvements in joint comfort within just a few weeks. Green bell peppers, the digestive disruptor. Green bell peppers appear on countless lists of healthy foods, recommended for their vitamin C content and low calorie count. They show up in salads, stir-fries, and vegetable platters across America, giving the impression they're beneficial for everyone. But this widely accepted view overlooks an important fact. Green bell peppers contain compounds that can be particularly problematic for seniors. The issue lies with lectins, naturally occurring proteins that plants produce as part of their defense system. These proteins act like a plant's immune system, protecting it from insects and other threats. While lectins serve plants well, they can cause trouble in the human digestive tract, especially for those over 60. When seniors consume green peppers, these lectins attach to the gut lining like tiny burrs clinging to clothing. This binding action disrupts the delicate barrier of your digestive system, blocking nutrient absorption while causing irritation. Unlike other food components that break down during digestion, lectins often remain intact throughout the digestive process. This disruption creates tangible problems for seniors. It prevents the absorption of essential nutrients your body needs. Minerals like calcium and magnesium can't pass through the irritated gut lining efficiently. Many seniors experience uncomfortable symptoms they mistake for normal aging gas, bloating, and irregular bowel movements after meals containing green peppers. The connection between digestive disruption and mobility creates a direct pathway to physical weakness. When your body can't properly absorb nutrients, your muscles don't receive the fuel they need to maintain strength. This leads to decreased energy levels and progressive muscle weakness, particularly noticeable when climbing stairs or carrying groceries. This muscle weakness directly affects your balance. Standing from a seated position becomes more challenging. Walking on uneven surfaces feels increasingly unstable. The small muscles that make quick adjustments to keep you balanced when stepping off a curb can't respond effectively when undernourished. The sensitivity to lectins increases with age as your digestive system changes. The protective mucus layer in your gut thins, stomach acid levels often decrease, and your digestive tract's resilience diminishes. These age-related changes make seniors more vulnerable to lectins in green peppers. The inflammation that starts in your gut travels throughout your body, affecting joints, blood vessels, and nerves. This creates a direct connection between those green peppers in your salad and difficulty with everyday movements like bending to tie your shoes. If you enjoy bell peppers, consider switching to red, yellow, or orange varieties. These fully ripened peppers contain fewer lectins while providing more antioxidants and nutrients. By simply removing green bell peppers from your diet, you may notice improvements in digestive comfort within weeks. As your body begins to absorb nutrients more effectively, your energy levels, muscle strength, and balance may gradually improve, supporting your continued independence and mobility. Corn, the hidden mobility thief. Corn appears at nearly every summer barbecue, Thanksgiving table, and family gathering across America. It sits there innocently among other vegetables, its bright yellow kernels looking wholesome and nutritious. Many seniors grew up with corn as a dietary staple, considering it a healthy vegetable choice. But beneath that familiar appearance lies a food that might be quietly compromising your mobility and independence. Corn contains surprising amounts of sugar, about 6 grams per cup, more than many other vegetables you might choose. This high sugar content creates rapid spikes in blood glucose levels after eating. For adults over 60, these sugar fluctuations can be potentially dangerous for your mobility. Corn ranks high on the glycemic index, causing blood sugar spikes that trigger inflammatory responses throughout your body. This systemic inflammation affects your blood vessels, particularly the smaller vessels responsible for circulation to your extremities. When inflammation compromises blood flow to your legs and feet, your stability and walking ability gradually decline. Additionally, corn contains significant amounts of phytic acid, a natural compound that creates problems for seniors. Acid binds to essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc in your digestive tract before your body can absorb them. These minerals are crucial for maintaining strong bones and properly functioning muscles. The resulting mineral deficiencies directly impact your mobility. Decreased calcium absorption diminishes bone density, increasing fracture risk. Inadequate magnesium leads to muscle weakness and poor nerve function, affecting the legs first. These deficiencies make standing up from a chair or climbing stairs increasingly difficult. Corn also presents a problem of nutritional displacement. When your plate contains corn, you're using space that could hold more nutrient-dense vegetables. At a time when caloric needs decrease, but nutritional requirements remain high, every food choice becomes increasingly important. The problem extends to corn derivatives throughout the food supply. High fructose corn syrup, corn oil, and corn-based ingredients in processed foods. These compounds promote inflammation while providing minimal nutritional benefit. Research has linked diets high in corn with elevated inflammatory markers in the bloodstream. A 5-year study found older adults consuming the most corn showed significantly higher levels of inflammatory compounds associated with decreased physical function. This inflammation impacts your nervous system's ability to communicate with your muscles. When inflammation affects nerve function, the rapid muscle responses needed for balance become delayed. These delays might seem subtle initially, perhaps feeling slightly unsteady, but over time, they significantly increase your fall risk. By eliminating corn from your diet, you create space for vegetables that actively support rather than compromise your mobility. This simple change allows your body to reduce inflammation, improve mineral absorption, and maintain muscle strength needed for independent living. The vegetables we'll discuss next provide superior nutritional value that enhances your health and mobility as you age. Spinach, the brain protector. Spinach isn't just another green vegetable to add color to your plate. It's active protection for your aging brain. This leafy powerhouse contains compounds that directly support the cognitive functions that keep you independent and sharp well into your later years. What makes spinach particularly valuable for seniors is its high concentration of natural nitrates. These compounds act as a natural fuel pump for your brain. They improve the flexibility of your blood vessels. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become more rigid, reducing circulation throughout our bodies. The nitrates in spinach help counteract this stiffening, allowing vessels to expand and contract more efficiently. This improved blood vessel function creates better circulation to your brain. With each heartbeat, more oxygen and essential nutrients reach your brain cells. Imagine taking an afternoon walk and noticing the vibrant colors around you, remembering the names of flowers you haven't thought about in years. This enhanced delivery system ensures your brain receives the fuel needed for optimal function, supporting everything from memory to decision-making. Spinach contains 2 critical brain nutrients, lutein and folate. Your brain actively stores lutein in its tissues, with higher levels directly associated with better cognitive function. Studies show that seniors with higher lutein levels demonstrate faster thinking and better memory retention compared to those with lower levels. Research has consistently shown that regular spinach consumers perform better on cognitive tests. One study following older adults for 5 years found that those eating leafy greens like spinach once a day had cognitive abilities comparable to people 11 years younger. The connection between spinach consumption and brain protection is measurable. The antioxidants in spinach provide crucial protection against oxidative damage. Your brain uses more oxygen than most other organs, making it particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress. This damage accelerates with age, gradually affecting thinking speed and clarity. Spinach's antioxidants create a shield against this damage, helping preserve cognitive function longer. The brain benefits translate to better physical coordination. Clear thinking leads to better reaction time, while improved circulation supports the nerve pathways connecting your brain to your muscles. These benefits help maintain the mental processing and physical responses needed to navigate uneven sidewalks or maintain balance. How you prepare spinach matters significantly. Light sautéing with olive oil actually increases the absorption of lutein. Adding fresh spinach to smoothies preserves the folate that can diminish through high-heat cooking. Avoid boiling spinach, as this allows nutrients to leach into the cooking water. By boosting blood flow, providing essential nutrients, and protecting against age-related damage, spinach creates a powerful connection between mental clarity and physical coordination, the crucial foundation for maintaining independence and quality of life as you age. Carrots, the vision guardians. Carrots work silently in the background as defenders of your independence and mobility. These common vegetables deliver uncommon protection for the aging body, particularly for your vision, the sensory system that guides nearly every movement you make. What makes carrots special is their exceptionally high content of beta-carotene, a plant compound your body converts into vitamin A. This conversion process creates the foundation of your visual system, forming the pigments in your retina that allow you to see in different lighting conditions and distinguish between objects in your environment. Strong vision directly impacts your confidence when moving through the world. When you can clearly see the edge of a curb, a small tear in the carpet, or an unexpected step down, you navigate these hazards without hesitation. Many seniors gradually limit their activities as vision declines, avoiding driving at night, skipping evening social gatherings, or becoming hesitant on stairs. These limitations often happen so gradually that they're barely noticeable until independence has already been compromised. Age-related macular degeneration remains the leading cause of vision loss for adults over 60, affecting more than 10 million Americans. The macula, responsible for central vision and fine detail, gradually deteriorates, making everyday tasks increasingly difficult. Regular beta-carotene consumption acts like clearing the fog on your path, helping preserve your ability to read medication labels, recognize faces, and see potential hazards. The connection between good vision and fall prevention is significant. Studies have found that seniors with vision impairment have more than twice the risk of falls compared to those with healthy vision. These falls often lead to fractures, hospital stays, and loss of independence. Maintaining strong vision through regular carrot consumption provides an effective first line of defense against these accidents. For many seniors, the ability to continue driving represents a crucial aspect of independence. The vitamin A from carrots supports night vision and peripheral awareness, both essential for safe driving. This connection between carrots and continued mobility extends far beyond your own home. Carrots also contain powerful antioxidants that protect nerve function and blood vessels throughout your body. These compounds maintain the integrity of tiny blood vessels supplying oxygen to your peripheral nerves, preserving clear signals between your brain and muscles. This creates more reliable coordination between what your brain intends and how your body responds. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that participants with higher blood levels of beta-carotene showed significantly better balance and coordination scores. The study concluded that adequate intake was associated with a 29% reduction in fall risk among adults over 65. Incorporating carrots into your daily meals is simple. Raw carrot sticks provide a satisfying crunch with afternoon tea. Roasted carrots develop a natural sweetness as a side dish. Adding grated carrots to soups and stews increases nutritional value without changing familiar flavors. By supporting both vision and protected nerve function, carrots provide comprehensive mobility protection, creating a foundation for continued independence as you navigate your world with confidence. Broccoli, the inflammation fighter. Broccoli stands as a powerful defender against the inflammation that gradually slows seniors down. Many adults over 60 feel the stiffness in their joints and the heaviness in their legs without realizing that chronic inflammation sits at the root of these problems. Broccoli works specifically to counteract these inflammatory processes that compromise your mobility and independence. What makes broccoli particularly valuable for aging bodies is a compound called sulforaphane. This remarkable plant nutrient fights inflammation at its source by activating your body's natural detoxification systems and enhancing cellular protection. For seniors, this means addressing the underlying cause of many age-related changes, rather than merely managing symptoms. Sulforaphane neutralizes inflammatory damage before it accumulates in your body. This protection extends to your joints, blood vessels, and brain, reducing inflammation throughout these systems. When inflammation decreases, movement becomes easier, thinking becomes clearer, and your overall energy improves. These benefits directly address the inflammatory processes that make everyday movements challenging. Beyond sulforaphane, broccoli provides vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants that support both bone and arterial health. Vitamin K directs calcium to your bones where it belongs rather than allowing buildup in your arteries. This simultaneously strengthens your skeleton while keeping blood vessels clear and flexible. These nutrients create a foundation for mobility. Stronger bone density reduces fracture risk during falls. Flexible arteries ensure proper blood flow throughout your body, especially to your extremities. Together, they provide the structural support needed for confident, steady movement. Broccoli particularly supports circulation to your lower limbs, affecting how stable you feel when standing or walking. Better blood flow means your leg muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients needed for optimal function, creating a noticeable difference in how your legs perform, especially later in the day. After adding broccoli to my dinner 3 times a week, I noticed a real difference in how my knees felt climbing stairs, shares Margaret, 72. Within a month, I could walk around the farmer's market without needing to sit down every few minutes. How you prepare broccoli affects its benefits. Light steaming for just a few minutes preserves sulforaphane while making the vegetable easier to digest. Boiling allows beneficial compounds to leach into the cooking water, reducing its anti-inflammatory effects. For maximum benefit, broccoli should remain colorful and slightly firm after cooking. Research in the Journal of Nutrition followed older adults who increased their broccoli consumption for 12 weeks. Participants reported reduced joint pain and showed measurable improvements in range of motion, particularly in weight-bearing joints like knees and hips. This improved circulation addresses common complaints like leg cramps and swelling. The reduction in fluid retention and improved muscle function creates more responsive legs that move with greater ease. By fighting inflammation at multiple levels, broccoli helps transform daily activities from painful challenges to comfortable movements. Something as simple as standing up from your favorite chair or walking to get the mail becomes noticeably easier, protecting the independent lifestyle you value most. Sweet potatoes, the stable alternative. If you've been listening closely, you might be wondering what to eat instead of white potatoes, especially if potatoes have been a comforting staple in your meals for decades. Sweet potatoes provide the perfect solution, offering that familiar satisfaction without the health concerns. Sweet potatoes have a significantly lower glycemic index than white potatoes. This means they release glucose gradually, maintaining stable energy levels throughout your day, while white potatoes cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes. I recently heard from Martha, a 72-year-old viewer who switched to sweet potatoes after decades of white potato consumption. She reported feeling steadier on my feet in the afternoons and noticed more consistent energy for her daily walks. The contrast between these two potato varieties extends beyond blood sugar impact. Sweet potatoes contain rich beta-carotene, visible in their vibrant orange flesh, supporting vision health and providing powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. Their unique antioxidant profile actively combats inflammation in blood vessels and joints, reducing stiffness and discomfort. White potatoes often trigger inflammatory responses, while sweet potatoes suppress inflammation. The deep orange color indicates their potent antioxidant power, protecting cells from damage and supporting overall tissue health. The benefits of choosing sweet potatoes include stable blood sugar levels, creating more predictable energy and mood, improved physical performance without afternoon energy crashes, better balance and coordination when you need it most, enhanced digestive function from approximately 4 grams of fiber per medium potato, more efficient nutrient absorption to maintain strength and mobility, blood pressure from potassium content, supported heart function and muscle contractions, stronger nerve signals for maintaining balance and preventing falls. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food confirms that increasing sweet potato consumption leads to measurable decreases in C-reactive protein, a key inflammation indicator in the body. Preparation methods significantly impact nutritional benefits. Baking or steaming preserves their nutritional value while minimizing added fats. Unlike white potatoes that often require butter, cream, or frying, sweet potatoes offer natural sweetness and satisfaction without unhealthy additions. A simple baked sweet potato with cinnamon, provides a nutrient-rich meal component that supports your health. Sweet potatoes deliver potato comfort without compromising mobility or health. They satisfy cravings for something substantial, while actively supporting the systems that keep you moving independently. This simple food swap represents one of the most powerful changes you can make to protect your health and mobility as you age. Conclusion. We've identified 4 vegetables that seniors should approach with caution. White potatoes that spike blood sugar and impair circulation, eggplant with inflammation-triggering solanine, green peppers containing disruptive lectins, and corn that steals vital minerals your body needs. Instead, focus on these 4 allies for your aging body: spinach with brain-protecting lutein, carrots that guard vision and stability, broccoli fighting inflammation at its source, and sweet potatoes providing steady energy without the crashes. What dietary changes could you make today? Simple veggie swaps support mobility, mental clarity, and independence. The power to live vibrantly on your own terms begins in your grocery cart. Your future self will thank you.